What is up, everybody? It's here today, and we're gonna talk about the Mortal Kombat news right now. This Mortal Kombat news is right and hot off the presses right now, and there's a lot of good news for this game. Apparently, it is a reboot of the Mortal Kombat series. It's called Mortal Kombat 1, as it's reportedly going to be the next Mortal Kombat game. So it's not going to be Mortal Kombat 12 as people were suspecting it was. It's going to be a full-on reboot of the series. So I don't know if the main hero is going to be Liu Kang, as it was like originally, or it might be a new character. Like we know they have the movie series. People kind of dislike the new movie. I think Cole is the main character, the guy who has like he can make body armor appear. And people didn't really like that character, but I really enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the new movie, so. And they're having a sequel, so it may be based on the movie character, or it might be based on Liu Kang. Who knows at this point with this reboot? They can go any way they want to with this new reboot. Targeting a September release, reveals an imminent in the next couple of weeks. So I guess with the Summer Games Fest, because that's a big thing that's coming up. All the different showcases are going to come within the next few weeks. All the big companies are going to be there for Summer Games Fest. So we got that too. And apparently for the DLC characters, there's going to be Peacemaker from the hit show from the HBO Max and the DC franchise. He's going to be a character potentially. And also Homelander from the Amazon TV series The Boys. So I like both of those shows and both of those characters. Sounds pretty interesting. So good news right there. Coming to PS5, Xbox Series, and Nintendo Switch. That Nintendo Switch. I'm just amazed it can run on a Nintendo Switch. I don't know if it's going to be a cloud game, but then again, it did have the last game run on Nintendo Switch. I don't know how they did it. I mean, the graphics weren't that amazing, but I guess they can make some magic work to get this on Nintendo Switch. So there you go. Ed Boon has hinted. He made a statement that's saying, hey, for the record, we've never confirmed the next game is a Mortal Kombat game. So, you know, Ed Boon might be trolling with this post right here because he did spell confirm with a K, which is very weird. Some weird reason the Mortal Kombat team was to spell random words that have a C with K's because they put combat with a K. I don't know. I don't know what their fascination would change in the language like that, but you know, that's them. But he might be trolling with this post. Like, people assume it's a Mortal Kombat game because I think they had a meeting. I think they had a meeting where everything was leaked that a new Mortal Kombat game was coming out. But it might be an Injustice game. So who knows? People are saying it might even be Injustice 3. Which I wouldn't mind that, but I kind of want a Mortal Kombat game more. Especially like with the movie, the movie coming out too. The sequel from the Mortal Kombat movie coming out. It would make more sense to have a Mortal Kombat game. But yeah, this is good news right here. A reboot. It definitely needs a reboot. Well, I don't know. The 12, what was it, 11? That story was kind of crazy with the whole, like, time, or going back in time and stuff like that. Liu Kang being, like, the ultimate being or whatever. It got a little crazy with that ending. So definitely we need a reboot. And I think even the ending of the last game hinted towards a reboot as well, too, if I'm not mistaken, so. Oh yeah, of course it's going to PC as well, so. Wait, what? Homelander? Yes, we are getting Homelander, apparently. It was like, bro, Homelander is such a cool character. He's like the violent version of Superman, pretty much. Like, if Superman was just evil and just like a complete a-hole who don't care about himself, that's Homelander right there. So, if you want to see Superman be completely unleashed and be completely evil, that's Homelander, so. And even Peacemaker is a cool character too. Like, he's a cool character. You know, he was the villain in Suicide Squad, but he became the hero in his own spin-off show. So, he's a cool character as well. He got like very spot-on accuracy with different weapons. That's just got real. One of the big things about Mortal Kombat is like the special characters, because that is pretty cool. Like, because in the last game they had like in the several games, I don't remember what they had specifically in the last game. They had like Terminator at one point. They had the Predator. They had that Xenomorph from Aliens. They had the guy from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They have so many different crazy and wild DLC characters. That's another thing that is great about the Mortal Kombat series. And even the competitors like Street Fighter hasn't even done yet. I know Tekken has dabbled into like DLC characters, but I think Mortal Kombat does it the best, in my opinion, with the special characters they do. Even in Injustice, when they had the Ninja Turtles in Injustice, that was cool as well. Yeah, NetherRealms do it the best with the DLC characters. For the love of effing God, target a solid 60 FPS on Switch. I don't care how ass it gotta look, just don't let it run as bad as the Switch port of 11. Bro, you playing it on the Switch. Like, my guy, you're playing a game on a Switch. Like, it's not gonna be that great performance-wise. You should be happy you're getting the game at all, to be honest. We need Doomslayer in there. I don't know about that one. The Switch version, I think it's gonna be completely pixelated like this. Oh man, it's not a good look. Should have some cool DC mashups. Yeah, I kind of want to see what the other characters are gonna be. Probably like two of the special characters and like two of the remaining characters from the previous series probably return as for the DLC so far for the first DLC pass. That's what I usually do it anyway. It's usually like a few of the special characters and two of the classic characters return. So, as excited as I am for the new MK, I wish they would stop adding these random what? That's the best part of these games, is the special characters that's not MK characters. What is this guy talking about? Like, that's one of the best parts of seeing a new Mortal Kombat game. You're like wondering like what new character they're gonna add to the series, to the game that's not Mortal Kombat related. Yeah, it's like the big part of the comments is talking about the DLC characters, so I don't know what that guy's talking about. A lot of people like the DLC characters. Dude, Homelander, now that would be sick. I'm skipping on Street Fighter 6 to play Diablo 4. And then later on, another fighting game I enjoy, have a new installment. Yeah, Tekken is coming out as well, too, so... There is an abundance of fighting games, and that's just like that's not even including like even the Dragon Ball Z one that's coming out. Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi, the new Tenkaichi, Budokai Tenkaichi game as well, too. So a lot of fighting games coming up in the past 2 years, so it's gonna be insane for fighting game fans right now. Surprised they're even gonna bother with the Switch port, considering MK11 ran below 44. So I don't know, man. I think the Switch fan base is just okay with the performance they're gonna get at this point, because, I mean, like, if you really care about performance, why not get it? Why not get the game on console or at least on PC? I don't know. Playing a game on Switch seems like you're just asking for punishment at that point. Like, I just don't get it. Calling it MK1 makes sense since Liu Kang took Raiden's place as an Elder God. Let's hope Kung Lao gets to shine now. Yeah, that makes sense too, because I remember somewhat of the ending, but yeah, it kind of went in the way of being a reboot since the last game's ending. So, but with the DLC ending, so it makes sense. Needs to have smooth gameplay like MKX, where the combo is actually registered. MK11 was awful. Being able to beat the crap out of Homelander sounds nice. Peacemaker and Homelander are perfect fits. Yeah. Definitely some cool characters right there. Homelander over Omni-Man. I mean... I think The Boys is probably more popular than Invincible, mainly because Invincible hasn't had a season 2 yet. They have been taking so long with the season 2 of Invincible, so I see, and The Boys is on season 3, so it makes sense why they would go with Homelander over Omni-Man. Even though Omni-Man is probably stronger than Homelander, technically. Homelander, I will be there no matter what, bro. That was a good decision. If that's true, that's a good decision to bring a Homelander into this, because The Boys is really popular. That's a really popular show right now, so that makes a lot of sense to do that. Can we have Billy Butcher instead? Why would you want Billy Butcher? He doesn't have any powers unless you include, like, the last season, but he doesn't have any powers. Why would you want? I don't know. That doesn't seem that interesting to me. He'll probably just play like how the cop does in, what was the cop's name? Strider, whatever his name was in the Mortal Kombat series. He probably just play like that guy does. Then again, Peacemaker might play like how that guy does now. I'm thinking about it. Or he might play like Terminator. So who knows? Me started MK1 on the Switch and it just explodes. Please don't call it Mortal Kombat 1 because that will F up the Google searches so badly. I do kind of hate that when the title is super generic, or is that they do a reboot and call, like, for instance, call it Mortal Kombat 1, because when you want to type the first Mortal Kombat game ever made, it's going to be confusing. So I do kind of express the same sentiment. I kind of hate when these companies put generic titles. Like for a movie I like called X, a horror movie, it's just called X. So you type X in, it just a whole bunch of nonsense pops up, not the movie you're looking for. So that is kind of an annoyance right there. Yeah, but this is good news overall. Like, this is really good news. Like, this is gonna be a big hit. I don't know if it's gonna overthrow Street Fighter 6 hype, but it's definitely up there. So it's kind of cool we're getting both these classic fighting games back in the main light again. Because a lot of good news if this is true. So hopefully you're most likely gonna see this be revealed during Summer's Game Fest. If this is true, this is definitely gonna be pretty good stuff right here. So I'm gonna conclude it right here. Definitely want to see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. And as always, thanks for watching, and peace.